Hi, Blake Lukey here with American Motorcycle Trading Company, and right now I'm standing in the middle of the showroom floor. I wanted to give you a quick peek of what it's like here on the showroom here at our Arlington, Texas location. But the purpose of our video that we want to do today is to show you some bikes that have come in either from trade-ins or that we purchased off the street, and show you the process that we implement in our service department. When you ride out of here, our name's on the bike, our reputation's on the bike. So we want to make sure it's 110% when it's ready to go. And we've been getting a lot of questions from customers about our make-ready process. So we wanted to take this time to make a short video to describe exactly what we do in the make-ready process and exactly what it takes for a motorcycle to meet our quality standards. We're going to show you an example of what bikes pass our quality standards and what things we do to those bikes to make them ready for you, the retail customer. We're also going to show you some examples of bikes that do not meet our quality standards, an example being this chopper here. And Jill Martinez, our service manager, is going to spend some time talking about each of these bikes. You want to do the same deal as introduction? I guess we're rolling. Introduce yourself.
I'm Joe Martinez here at AMTC. I'm the service manager. This is kind of one of the bikes that we want to go over with you, just showing you some of the stuff that we don't want our shop to sell. It's got a lot of issues. If you can look right here, there's a lot of wires that are hacked up just because people didn't install them properly. Big holes in the fenders. So it's just something we don't want to put our name on. If you come back over here, you can see where we got rocker box leaking. And then we move on down, you can see the base gaskets are starting to leak on it. And if you look a little further down, you can see where the engine seal is leaking. And there's also a couple little issues as far as like fork seals up here. You can actually see the ring where the oil ring was left behind. The headlight, whoever wired it in, just didn't do a very good job. And if you look back over here, there's just more wiring that's just hacked in here, something that will not pass our standards. If you look down inside of here, you can actually see the intake seals leaking where they're just coming out of the flanges. You can see where the lifter blocks are starting to leak, the push rod O-rings are leaking. So it's just a lot of little issues. This is one of the deals that where it's just going to cost us way too much money to fix it. So in order for us to sell it to our customers, we're just going to have to raise the price on it. So it's just kind of one of the things that we do not want to do around here. We want our customers to buy a nice, good looking bike, be able to be proud of it, and get it at a reasonable deal.
This is another example of a motorcycle that's come in here at American Motorcycle Trading Company. This bike is actually an ultra classic, and you're going to kind of shake your head when I say that because it's actually got a Road King front end. Now that's a big red flag to us. When a bike comes in as an ultra and it's got a different front end on it, that's something we're going to shake our head at too. You'll notice it's got the ultra classic front fender. We've also ran the VIN number on it and determined it is in fact an ultra classic with a different front end. It's got a little dent here, it's got a different front end. These are all red flags for us, so we're really going to give this bike an extra close look over to make sure it's ready for retail sale. Jill Martinez, our service manager, will go over this one front to back as well and let you know why it does or why it does not pass our quality standards.
First off, you can kind of see the paint isn't the best on it, so I really don't like putting that kind of quality bike out. And also, if you look on back here, you can see where saddlebag rails are broken, goes attached to the rear fender. To zoom a little bit closer in there, you can actually see where the shock boot's torn and some wear marks on the belt, and that's just mainly because people running the belt loose. Not very good for the bikes. Also, the rear tire is just completely shot. We don't shy away from doing tires, but as far as putting a new tire on this bike, it just isn't cost efficient for us nor our customers. If you can also notice that the saddlebag rails are kind of dropped, looked like somebody dropped it at one time. The gap right in here, you can see where it's dropped down, and it's mainly because of this bracket that's broken back in this area. There's other couple of little issues with this bike that doesn't meet our standards. Of course, comes paint again. Just whole lot of issues with it. If you look in here, you can see where the exhaust bracket's broken. Real typical with your baggers out there. So, and then also if you look down in here, you can kind of see that the shifter shaft seal is leaking, and it's a pretty good little job to do, the replacement of the shifter shaft seal. So this just isn't cost efficient for us to repair it. Even though it's a bike that does have some money into it, looks like somebody's put some aftermarket cylinders on it. The floorboards kind of hang down. You can see where it's been dropped. Also, the other thing on this one is wiring, just kind of hacked up here. Don't really like that kind of stuff. Also, something else that we won't show on the video, but we also put a dial gauge on the rotors to check, make sure they're not warped, which unfortunately on this one they are. So it's kind of one of the reasons why we don't want to sell it. Big deal. Somebody took an Ultra Classic, kind of trimmed it down, make it look like a Road King, so definitely don't want that in our shop. You look right in here, you can tell somebody just kind of homemade some stuff back in here, putting it together. Big red flags for us. Same thing right here. Somebody's kind of come in here, hacked up the wires, and big red flags. Brake cables too long, just somebody not knowing what they're doing. Got a few oil leaks. The tappet block's got a little bit of seepage coming out of it. Of course, it's got a clutch cable that is leaking here as well. This is another one of those bikes that just doesn't meet our standards here at AMTC. So we don't want our name on it. We definitely don't want our customers on it. But this is just one of the things that we go through as far as checking out all our bikes before we sell them to our customers. And this is one that doesn't make the cut for us.
We appreciate you guys taking some time to go over these two bikes with us. We're also going to have another bike that does meet our quality standards and show you a little bit of the things that we do to make them ready for you, the customer.